Whether you have chickens or you've just been dreaming about starting your own homestead, I have a property I really want you to take a look at. It's situated on 10 acres here in Star, Idaho, and it's a 4,300 square foot home. My name is Holden Raulston, and I'm going to give you a tour of this property and show you all of our favorite things. Now, the home is situated on 10 acres, but the home itself is about 4,300 square feet. It's got 4 bedrooms, a whole walkout basement, and a 2,800 square foot shop. But where are we going to start first? We're going to start in my favorite room, the primary bedroom. Now, if you know me, you probably were right in guessing that a fireplace alcove would be my favorite part of the primary bedroom. Being able to wake up and read my Bible, have a cup of coffee, but actually there's something even better in this room. Now, my favorite thing in this room actually isn't even in this room. It's definitely the views. When you choose a home, you obviously want to choose a good location. The orientation, though, is just as important. With this orientation, it faces east, so you are going to have instant sunrise coming over the Boise foothills, cascading over your entire back of the property. While 4,300 square feet is the square footage for the main property, only 3,300 square feet of that is upstairs. The primary bedroom, a home office, and what they use is a homeschool room, and then 3 bedrooms behind me. Downstairs is a full walkout basement of about 1,000 square feet. And this property is laid out really well. Behind me, you've got a Jack and Jill, and then also a full ensuite. But we'll get to those later. I want you to see the kitchen. From the intricate design of the kitchen faucet, the handles for the cabinetry, the paneling and the light fixtures, all the way up to the wine fridge and the 6-burner Wolf cooktop, they did an exceptional job of not skipping over any element of this kitchen. This is easily a kitchen that you'd want to entertain in, and especially one that you can really enjoy the views from. Now, if you're like me, when you look at a living room like this with an exceptionally clean white sofa, the first thing that comes through my mind is I could never have kids in a home like this. Now, while this home is to some degree just a 3,300 square foot single level that if you don't have kids, it could be a great option for you, this is actually the first of 2 living rooms. The downstairs living room is much better suited for kids, and the upstairs living room is great for entertaining and going right out onto the back porch for a nice evening. So let's go downstairs and I'll show you the walkout basement. Would you rather have a walkout basement or a loft upstairs on a property? Now, in this property's circumstances, they did a walkout basement, and especially in older style homes, it was a lot just more common that they would go ahead and build out the basement. Nowadays, though, it is cheaper to go upstairs just because you only have the cost of the lumber to go up. Now, what is a big benefit of doing a walkout basement? There's 2. The first is going to be sound dampening. Now, this is obviously an amazing spot just for a general WrestleMania room to be able to play pool or the arcade games. The other big thing that's nice about a walkout basement is if your kids are just playing around and they want to go outside, they can go right outside. Whereas an upstairs and a loft, they're kind of contained inside the home. So what's really nice about the property we're on right now, if you've got older kids, they can just run outside and enjoy the kind of Idaho fresh air and just the acreage of this property. But then also something kind of cool on this property is the previous owners. When they did the renovation, they actually added what is almost a mud room here by tearing out the carpet and doing herringbone brick here. When the kids kind of come in, their shoes and all that mud isn't going to get stuck on the carpet or just go right into the house, but they've got a catch space here that they can just go ahead and mop down when the kids come in. Now, if just hearing the word 10 acres sounds overwhelming and like it's a lot to manage, you're exactly right. Now, what is really special about this property is it pretty much lives on 2 acres. There's a main section of the property, about 2 acres, that is fenced in, and what you would kind of consider the property itself. The home, the shop, the backyard. The remaining 8 acres is kind of up to your discretion. The previous owners use it as a dirt bike track, and because of kind of where you are out, not in the middle of nowhere, but just where there's more privacy and that's more acceptable, that you can just do what you want out here. Now, with this property though, legally you can actually have up to 10 livestock. So whether that's horses or cows, because we've got 10 acres, it's 1 per acre. So that remaining 8 acres, you can go ahead and put livestock on it, start your own garden or homestead. But what's really nice is in a lot of these circumstances, if you just leave it as it is, you mow it down once a year and you don't have to manage it. And instead it just gives you a lot of space and a great buffer between you and the neighbors. Now, this home's listed for over $2 million, but I guarantee it doesn't have something that your average home actually does have, and that is window blinds. When I walked in, I recognized the natural light was just exceptional, and come to realize that because we are situated on 10 acres, that pretty much gives you all the privacy that you would want from window treatments. So with this property and its orientation, there's one neighbor who faces an entirely different way. And so because of that, you can just have all the privacy because of the orientation, and you don't need to compromise with window treatments. One easy thing that you can do to your home if you want to elevate it from builder grade is paneling and paint. Now, if you walk into a model home, that's one of the instant first things that you're gonna see. You're gonna see wall decor like pictures or paintings, and it just does a great job of really casting a vision of having two boys in this room, the fights they'll probably have, and the late nights they're gonna have dreaming of going out on camping trips. And so paneling and paint does a great job of elevating the space and making it yours. A garage, bigger than most homes. This 2,800 square foot insulated shop is exactly what you'd expect to accommodate this picturesque 10-acre parcel, whether that is space just for additional toys, tools, or the equipment that you're probably gonna wanna have to maintain this property. Just imagine parking your riding lawnmower in here and all the dirt bikes that your kids are gonna be enjoying on the property. Properties like this don't come on the market often. Well, in Idaho, I guess maybe they do because we have more space and we have more like this. But I do want to give a special shout out to Greg Earl, the listing agent, and him just allowing us to come and preview this property. So if you are interested in anything real estate or Idaho, my name is Holden Raulston and I'd love to hear from you.